Hello, Talkin fight fans around the world. How are you today? We have another episode of Knuckle Up featuring Mike or at four. How are you,
That's
Mike?
it. I'm great, man. I'm great. How are you?
I,
What up?
I, I'm
What up?
I'm doing great. You know why I'm doing great?
Why are you doing great? Let's hear it.
It's Hump Day.
Ah, bang! AKA Floyd Mayweather's birthday.
Well, there's a knockout artist for you.
Yeah, there's definitely a knockout artist. Happy birthday, Floyd. I wonder what extravagant, wonderful, ridiculous gift you're buying yourself this year. Hopefully, maybe four Rolexes.
To add to the 40.
Dad, or maybe three more cars, or maybe a new plane. Buy whatever you want.
As I was saying earlier, he has so many Rolexes, he's giving them away.
Anyways, yes, I have a guy for you for Hump Day. We're going to talk about this guy. He fought 2 weeks ago. He's part of Golden Boy Promotions. His name is Bektemir Melikuziev.
Must have missed that fight.
He fought against, I believe it was Morgan Fitch, on February 13th. That was actually a wicked fight, man. Ever since watching that's what kind of got me onto this kid. So I did a bit of background research on him. He's known as the Bully, and he's a super middleweight southpaw. He's known as a Bully. He's a very terrifying prospect. He's built like a tank with, honestly, man, he hits you with a left hand that, feels like it was forged in the lower depths of hell. Like when he hits you, it's like being hit with Thor's hammer. He's 7-0 with 6 knockouts, and a few of those knockouts are shots to the body, as in a couple of shots to Morgan Fitch's body on the 13th when he fought him, and that fight was really really entertaining. This kid really is heavy handed. That bout was scheduled for 8 rounds. It only lasted 3. He was bloodied up in the second. By the third round, he just came in and used those big meat hooks that he's got. He's just got the power in his hands, and he just likes to punish guys in their body. And when you punish guys in their body, they tend to not be able to keep their hands up, and it just leaves them open for these vicious knockouts that this kid is capable of. He had an amazing amateur record as well, compiling a record of, I believe it's 58-8 with the 9 knockouts. He's he's 5'9". He's got a 17.5-inch reach, and Golden Boy is smart to pick this kid up, man. He's the real deal, and you'll love this. He's another Uzbek.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, he's from Uzbekistan. So these guys apparently got a great boxing program, and I'm gonna have to look in a little deeper to it, man, because they're coming out with these vicious boxers. These guys are heavy handed. They got great drills, great footwork. They're doing things right over there, and I'm very impressed to see these guys. And fight fans, my Knuckle Up fans, hopefully you got to see this guy. I don't know if you did. If you haven't had a chance, just check out that Morgan Fitch fight. It was 2 weeks ago, February 13th. It was a great event. He came through with another knockout. The ref just had to stop it, man. Morgan Fitch couldn't take anymore. He was battered and bloodied from the second, and he was just running from this guy for the whole third. And he just came in with these body shots that, my guts started rolling, feeling for this guy that he was hitting. He just hits so big. And, we're going to see a lot from him, definitely, because, Golden Boy is, they get behind their fighters just like, everybody else. This kid is also a highly decorated amateur, man. Like, gold in the 24 Youth Olympics, 2014 Youth Olympics, 2017 and 2015. He took golds in the Asian championships. He was also a world amateur champion, took silver and bronze. So this kid, he's highly decorated. He's turned a great professional record so far. 7 wins, 6 knockouts, and these knockouts are vicious, folks. Go out there and watch him. You're gonna love him. I love him. You know what I bring you? I bring you the best. Graham, I'm pretty sure that you might have caught a glimpse. You might have caught a glimpse of this kid 2 weeks ago when we were watching those fights for our new show on Sundays. Guys, remember to tune in on Sundays. I'll give you a chance to catch that those knockouts as well, man. You got to check out our Sunday show because we're bringing you the best knockouts of the week, featuring our knockout artist of the week. We should call him a knucklehead, I think, is what we'll start calling him. our knucklehead knockout artist of the week.
I,
But anyways, yes, this kid's
do,
great.
do, do you think there's a nice little competition going on between Golden Boy and Matchroom over there?
You know what? Yeah, I believe so. There's got to be something there because the way these guys are they're picking up these young, hungry, good talent fighters, and they're searching every corner of the globe to find them. They're
Yeah.
not just sticking to one area. They're going as far as they can to every little country around the world and trying to find these fighters. And it makes for great events. It makes for great exciting fights. It makes for great knockouts. Different styles against different styles. That's what it is, right? That's what the mixed martial arts world was. So let's see it in boxing too, right? Let's take the different styles from around the world, the different coaching and the different training. Let's put that all together, and that's what we're getting. We're getting a lot of that now. We're getting a lot of these guys who are from these smaller countries who just, they're coming in and they're blowing up the ranks and they're just dominating. Like these two. Go on.
But sorry. No, all right. I was going to say at the tail end of the Champs episode last night, I asked him just spontaneously about the innovative style that Lennox Lewis had brought to the heavyweight division after the 80s, after the heavyweights had kind of, Mike Tyson dominated for a while, but then it's a tiny little vacuum. And Lennox Lewis brought in an unorthodox style as a tall, big heavyweight. And not one that was going to punch from the inside, but anyway. So he described the various styles of fighters over the years, and in the heavyweight class, that is, and it was really kind of neat. And I have to wonder whether, given this diversity of these rosters that these two management teams have, and going around the world and picking up these guys, getting them into gyms, training them. It'd be interesting to hear if they train them based on their own unique talent and style, or whether they actually train them with a style.
I believe they take what they have already, their foundation, and they just add to it, and which gives these guys great repertoires, right? Like, there's many different styles of jabs, there's many different styles of rights, and you can see it when these guys get in the rings. The guys who got who have that great talent, who have a big arsenal of weapons that they can use. They play the angles, they use, the different levels of throwing that punch and putting their steps behind it, or even just the way they generate or what angle it comes from. It's great because it's all different styles, and it's almost like they're just bringing it all together and just giving these boxers nowadays these great opportunities to really have an arsenal of tools behind them, even though they're just using two hands. It's great, and we're seeing that because I believe all the different boxing training around the world, and it's all coming together in one area. And obviously you're going to take a guy and his fundamentals and hold on to them, and you're going to work with them because that's the basis, that's the groundwork, and the groundwork is always the most important. It's the fundamentals, the basics, and then you just add on to that. And that's what all these guys, when they come here and they train in the US or they train in Canada, they're going to learn stuff that they never learned over in their own countries, and they're just going to take that and they're going to add that to their arsenal of weapons and become a whole fighter, a more rounded fighter. So it's great to see it. I love it, man. I think it's making up for, great boxing, and we're going to see great championships, great championship matches. We're going to see great champions. We're going to see a lot of greats happen in the next 10 years of boxing. It's blown up, and it's becoming its own. It's becoming like it wasn't back in the day. It's becoming really exciting again to watch boxing, and I'm glad to be, part of this world and watch the boxing. I'm just, as a fan, I'm so excited to watch it. When you sit and watch a boxing event, it doesn't matter if it's 12 rounds, man. That crap flies by so quick because of the excitement of watching some of these fighters and the way they perform. I love it, man. Fight fans, I bring you these exciting fighters. This is the reason why, so you can sit back for 4 or 5 hours and just stream fights and watch them. That's what I do all day. I do it all day long, and I'm so excited to do it. I love watching people beat people. I love people watching knocking out people, man. I love it all. It excites me, man. I can't help it. Guys, you heard it here, man. Mike Gore at 4. You know what I do, man. I bring you the youngest. the hungry, the talented, the unbeaten. If you would like it, share it. Mike Dora 4 Knuckles up. Jab that like, hook, subscribe, and knock out those comments, man. I'll be here tomorrow.
Thanks very much, Mike. Appreciate it.
Knuckle up.
Knuckle up, baby. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, man.